Hello everyone, welcome to Life, Love and the Pursuit of Real Estate. My name is Michael Biviano and I would like to talk about the media just for a couple of minutes. And quite frankly, how disgusted I've been listening to these media reports on the property market. And not that I am over-optimistic about the property market, because I've been talking about the correction, but some of these bottom feeders that are pontificating about our market dropping has been absolutely ridiculous. And they're using people that are quoting the wrong statistics, the wrong facts, and don't really know a lot of what they're talking about, in my opinion. So as a retort to all the bullshit that I'm hearing on the media right now, I just want to cover a couple of things. First of all, they talk about our banks that are very overzealous, or have been overzealous, in relation to the amount of money that they've lent on homes. So yes, the banks roughly lend out 65% of their equity to home finance. But what's not covered is that 50% of our homes in Australia are unencumbered by a mortgage. So therefore, the balance is actually pretty good. And we have the highest unencumbered home ownership on the planet currently, I think, other than Switzerland. So from that perspective, we're in a very, very good position. What they don't talk about either is, and what they do show, is on those media reports, they show suburbs that are going to be generally understressed anyway. And some of the suburbs that they report on are the suburbs last to increase from a capital gain and the first to decrease. And those lower socio-economic suburbs, unfortunately, are always the ones that are hit pretty hard. So therefore, when they depict and do these media reports, of course, they always go to those suburbs first to sensationalise something that I don't believe is going to happen. Will we have a further correction than we've currently had? I don't really know. It's likely that we may have a few more points in correction, but the reality of it is, even though the banks have increased their interest rates lately, that the facts are that people are still borrowing money. Money is a little bit tighter to get. The banks are safeguarding things by asking for more equity in, so they're safeguarding their position, and they're also, by doing that, safeguarding the economy, in my opinion. But the factors that drive the property market have remained the same. And just to list them again, I've written them down just so I can just refresh my memory. But you talk about population growth. In Australia, very, very good. Unemployment rate, dropping. So the employment levels are actually increasing. Debt levels, as far as wages growth above inflation, very good. Infrastructure spending, extremely high right across the country, especially in Brisbane, Melbourne and Sydney. Consumer confidence, I believe consumer confidence will be basically based or backed by the comments I've just made. Interest rates, as I said before, will probably go up a little bit more. So the banks have increased interest rates aside from the RBA. What that means to me is, I think and believe that what we're going to see is we're going to see a levelling out of that prior to the end of the year that will stimulate some confidence in the new year. And what we're also seeing too is we're seeing what we call an equilibrium. We're seeing demand meeting supply. So when the media actually gives us some examples of properties that are dropping in value, what they're doing is they're going to apartments that are oversupplied in the first place and probably have been oversupplied for nearly 10 years in most capital cities in Australia. So they give us the wrong example for a start. And then they talk about the lower socio-economic groups. Now, in any market, good, bad or indifferent, what we're going to see is we're going to see people making money and people not making money, people losing their houses, etc. That is in any market. It is up to the consumer to be prudent and work within their means and within their budgets. All I say is, for those of you that are investing, I think the market's good and going to get even a touch better in relation to some opportunities that are coming up. I believe that the developers in the marketplace are going to change what they're producing, what they're constructing, more into townhouse and spec home type development, more than apartments. And I think that's been coming for a while. And what I also believe is, I believe that the prudent lenders at the moment are actually safeguarding our market, as I've previously mentioned. So to you media that are out there, I say, get your facts straight. Don't speak bullshit. Give us the facts that we need. And when you're getting experts on TV to give us some numbers, get the right numbers. Use the right numbers and get your facts right. Good luck. Happy buying.